Hey there, Ghost. This is Will with another Ghost Recon Breakpoint video. In this video, we are going to do some rifle testing. I've got all of the sniper rifles that I know are in the game. That is the Recon A1, the Scorpio, the TAC-50, the HTI, the L15A3, and the M82. Now, note, I'm talking sniper rifles, not DMRs, so keep that in mind. I will do a DMR test as soon as I get all the DMRs. I am also, I know that there is a sharpshooter reward once you get tier 10 for the Scorpio Scout. If I remember right, that is a DMR as well. I do have the quiet version of the Scorpio Scout that I got as a reward for pre-ordering or something like that. I don't remember. But it is listed as a DMR, so it is not included in this testing. I will include that in the DMR testing. So, here's basically what we're doing. I've got all of these equipped with every item that boosts range, which is not much. I don't have the bipods equipped because the bipods don't actually affect range currently. In fact, I'm going to double check because I believe this. Yeah, okay. The only rifle that can equip a rangefinder or other side rail attachment is the Recon A1. So it does have a rangefinder equipped on it, as you can see. I am also shooting all of these with suppressors on. It does not affect range, so no worries there. If you watch my previous video, and I've gotten them all at least to Mark II. Now, those upgrades are not going to really impact range much. Now, some of the rifles do have range upgrades, but they're very, very minor. This is more so a comparison between the different rifles. First, we're doing range testing, and then we're going to do damage testing. So, let's get started here, starting with prone camo while this helicopter flies over. Okay, so Scout A1, we're shooting over here at this building, and I'm just going to shoot in a row here. So we can easily compare, and I will be putting a screenshot towards the end of the video of these impacts. Now, since I have two to compare, I'm going to go ahead and get a screenshot of that. Well, not a screenshot, but I'm going to go ahead and fly up to it so you can see the bullet drops. Now, there's a Scout A1, pretty good at 500 meters. There's a Scorpio, alright? So, next we're doing TAC-50, my favorite, you know. This is the fourth time I've tried to record this video. The last time I tried to do it, everything was great, except I had my mic muted, and so none of the voiceover came through. So, I really want to get this video out to you guys. I want to try and produce a video every week. Yeah, there's the TAC-50. You can see it's a little higher, which is what we'd expect. Alright. Now we're doing the HTI. Okay. And the HDI is pretty comparable there. It's a little lower, but not much. Now we're doing the L115A3. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have this bug again. now I have to aim in order to call out my drone. I can't wait till that bug is fixed. It's so obnoxious. Alright, yeah, there we go. L15A1's down there. So, yeah, as you can see, now I can do all my weapon switching stuff without aiming, which should not be happening. Anyways, on to the last one, the M82. Alright. I may have been a little high on that, that's okay though. Not bad though. Yeah, that looks good. So you can see the HTI and M82 pretty comparable. Yeah, it is just a hair higher, which is what I was expecting. Yep. So, okay. Let's see, the HTI was around here. I know the actual bullet hole isn't there, but I remember that shot. So, okay. And of course, we'll show the comparison afterwards. So, next, we are moving on to damage tests, and we're going to go back to my bivouac here at Dead Horse Swamp to pull up some videos. Now, the damage tests, I've gone through these so many times already. I know exactly what's going to happen. I could just tell you, but I want you to see the results for yourself. Now, additional details about this, we are keeping the suppressor on just so we can really get a better idea of the number of shots versus vehicle, because we've got some high damage weapons here. So, I'm going to pull up the garage here, get my landscape Mark II, and break camp. Now, we are also noting that the damage boosts I have gotten from upgrades are minimal. Once again, you will see some differences in stats. I am going to be shooting in the exact same place. I've tested on multiple vehicles. I've tested on helicopters and everything, and this one is the best out of everything I have. Which admittedly is not much, but it's enough. This will work fine for what we're doing here. So, park the vehicle over here. Get over here. And start shooting right here. Engine block above the wheel well. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's the M82 right there. Takes 6 shots with suppressor on. And also, I guess I should note that I have current perks. I have Ballistic Advantage, of course. That was important for ranging. I have Slim Shadow, and I have Gunslinger enabled. Not for any particular reason. They don't really affect damage, which is part of why I have them right now. We're just showing which does the best, and also demonstrating something important in that I lied. I didn't lie, I was actually just unable to verify previously, but the stats lie. So far, the damage does. Range does not lie still. The only time it lies is with the bipod, since it does not actually impact range yet, and I've reported that bug. Hopefully we'll hear back on that soon. So next we're testing the L115A3. But yeah, the damage stat lies. You can ignore it. At least as of the release of this video. So hopefully this will help you make your almost went too far. Make your equipment decisions a little easier. So this is L115A1, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, 7 shots, 8 shots, 9 shots, 10 shots, 11 shots, 12 shots, 13 shots, 14 shots, 15. Alright. So, yeah, I was kind of disappointed in the number of shots it took. The L115 just is a disappointing rifle all around, aside from its stability. It was a really stable rifle to use. So, yeah. Let's see, next we're testing the HTI. Now I do have some notes. After you see all this testing and whatnot, I do want to talk a bit about I want to talk a bit about like practical use for these weapons. You know, just because they may not do the damage you're expecting or have higher bullet drop doesn't mean you can't choose to use them. So 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot, 5 shot, 6 shot. Let's see here, checking my phone. Oh, sorry. Alright. Garage. Now, while I did note that I will be testing DMRs at some point, I still have to collect them all. I have at least 2 left to collect. 2 primaries at least. And that is the it's the Mark 14 and the SVD. And the only reason I haven't gotten the SVD is because I hate that rifle so much. Oh, and I guess, you know, I'm not testing the FRF either, but that's such an atrocious rifle, no one should be using it, in my opinion. Yeah, so I am missing a rifle. I apologize. Maybe I'll do a video on it later on down the road. I'm pretty sure that's not a DMR. I'm pretty sure that's a sniper rifle. But anyways, here, wait. Let's make sure I've got the right rifle. I've already done the HTI. Sorry, we're on the TAC 50 now. Okay. So, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, 7 shots, and 8 shots. That's right, TAC 50 takes 8. We'll talk more after I finish up on that. Okay. Now. Okay, there we go. Garage. Oh, nope. Almost went to the helicopter. That is not what I want. I want that. I almost never use ground vehicles. just because the helicopter is there. It's convenient. And traversing this terrain, this map, it's easier to avoid trouble in a helicopter versus a vehicle. Now, vehicles do have their uses, of course. If I were playing online with the team, let's go ahead and select my rifle while I'm at it. Okay, we're doing the Scorpio next. I might want a vehicle because of that mounted weapon. Especially when taking a convoy with the team. Oh, why am I going over here? Sorry, spacing. Let's line it up in the graveyard. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Scorpio. 1 shot. 2 shots. 3 shots. 4 shots. 5 shots. 6 shots. 7 shots. 8 shots. 9 shots. 10 shots. Alright, we've got one last rifle to test, and that is the Recon A1. And you know what? I may, as much as I hate to say it, if I can get an FRF from the shop, we'll add it in. Ah, thank goodness I can't. Make sure I don't have the blueprint for it. I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Anyways. I've always gotten the FRF first in game. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I'm pretty sure it is. Always gotten it from a crate. And, yeah, I've just never liked that rifle at all. But, you know, if there are any of you out there who actually like it, good for you. We'll actually talk a little bit about that here. Alright, so we just did the Scorpio. We're on the last one, the Recon A1. Alright. We'll go ahead and get this one parked and lined up with the rest, even though I don't really need to. Now you may be thinking, oh, but Will, you just dinged the fender. That's going to affect the damage. Actually, like I said, I've run this test 4 times. We don't have to worry about it. Trust me, okay? Let me make sure. Yeah, I've got the Recon A1. Okay. 1 shot. 2 shots. 3 shots. 4 shots. 5 shots. 6 shots. 7 shots, 8 shots, 9 shots, 10 shots. You can see where this is going. 11 shots, 12 shots, 13 shots, 14 shots, and 15. That's right, it takes 15 shots. The Recon A1. So, alright. First, I want to do something a little different. I want to show you some of the advantages of these lower powered rifles. I am going to aim right over here, crouched, and we're going to look at the scope sway. That's not too bad. I mean, it's doing it, but it's not bad. Okay, load out. Now let's do the Scorpio here. And this is just so you can see how much there is. Okay, and because I actually have not compared that, and I felt like the L115 had very little scope sway when I was doing damage testing and stuff. Yeah, this is... I'm not seeing a whole heap of difference in these, but I want to be thorough. Yeah. Nope. I keep doing that. Alright. Okay. Now this is what I'm really curious about here, is this one. Whether this has much scope sway. Now it looks to be about the same. Yeah. So, that's just for posterity. Throw on the M82. Holy crap, that one has a bunch of scope sway. So, okay, there is a difference. I'm glad I grabbed that there. Alright, so what does all this mean when choosing a sniper rifle? And about right here is where I'm going to pull up the bullet drop screen grabs. So you'll be looking at that here while I talk. And I will also note the number of shots it took for each vehicle. So, with scope sway, or not scope sway, with bullet drop, it's less of a real issue, as long as you're familiar with its bullet drop. If you know me in Wildlands, the MK14 was a fantastic rifle with the G28 scope because fully upgraded, its bullet drop matched the mil dots. 200 at center, 300 at bottom of the crosshairs, 400 mil dot, 500 mil dot. Like, it was perfect. Not a lot of damage, but it was great if you didn't want to mess with trying to figure out where it's going to land. So you didn't have to do a lot of damage if you're doing anti-personnel stuff. And that's what you have to remember, is what role are you filling as a sniper when you play. You're going to want to have multiple rifles. You know, for instance, when I went to take get the HTI, I took the M82 with me that I had, and I was able to plow through the behemoth so much faster with this than the TAC-50 because it does more damage. Now, as I noted, stats lie. If you look at the stats for them, you know, the M82 and the TAC-50 and the M82, TAC-50, and the HTI all fit within the same area as far as damage. But clearly, the HTI and M82 do more. And the Scorpio and the Recon A1 and the L115A3 all once again fit in the same damage rating, except the Scorpio does more, significantly more. Scorpio and TAC-50 are pretty close together, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm real disappointed in the Recon A1 being so low damage. I understand it being a shorter barrel rifle, it's not going to do as much, but it's such a unique rifle, especially with its bullet drop being so low for the length of the weapon. That's great. But yes, plan for what you're doing. If you're planning on taking on sentinels and drones, you're probably going to want something anti-material. Or not sentinel. If you're planning on taking wolves and drones, you're going to want something anti-material. And pair it with the backup of a high-powered assault rifle, or even a DMR, like I carry the Wolf G28 as my. I actually use that as my primary and keep my sniper rifle as my secondary. Now, when you are looking at damage overall, it's really, really important to remember that headshots are almost always going to be instant kills unless you've got a really low-powered rifle or unless it's against a really beefy enemy. So you just got to be prepared. You know, some of them you have to shoot the helmet off first. but with these higher powered weapons, it's less of an issue. Recoil. Think about that. The M82 has just ridiculous recoil. It's high and it takes forever to settle down versus the HTI. If I were to had to choose between the M82 and the HTI, I would take the HTI 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 even. Just because it does the same damage, has great bullet drop, same bullet drop basically, but the recoil is a little more manageable. It's high, but it doesn't take as long to settle. If I need a good all-arounder sniper rifle, TAC 50 is a great choice. Now, if I'm going anti-personnel, want something maneuverable, I might go with the Scout A1, just because its bullet drop is great. Now, everything else really, and especially once bipods work. Once bipods work, the Scout A1 is going to be a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you. Its range is going to put all these others to shame, based on what I've seen so far. So, assuming they get bipods working the way they're supposed to, the Scout A1 is probably going to be the best sniper rifle for long-range shots, as weird as that is. But yeah, so hopefully this guide has helped you, and you get something out of it. I promise I will do DMRs as soon as I can. I still have others to collect, and yeah, so keep enjoying the game, keep watching my videos, like, subscribe, share them, and check out my website, classicwfl.com, and support indie content creators like me. I produce a lot of stuff besides gaming videos. I'm an artist, a musician, a programmer. I'm a web designer developer for my day job. And if you're interested in that, I've got content about that sort of stuff on my website. I've also got art for sale, photos for sale, music for sale, and slightly offensive t-shirts for sale. Things like that. So, check me out. Support people like me. I do not do sponsored YouTube channels. I am not sponsored. I do not get any money from these videos, and I won't, because I don't want to bombard you with extra ads. You're here for this content, my content. I want to be like NPR for you guys. And so, yeah, you're getting a little message. I haven't decided to do a fundraising drive. I honestly doubt I will. But yeah, approximately every week I'm going to put out a new video on something in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. At least until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. But yeah, so thanks a bunch, guys, for all your support, your comments. Let me know what you want to see in game, and I'll be glad to do it. Alright, you ghosts, have a good time, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see me in Erewhon later.